Mike Evans and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers don't seem to be in a good place. Does this mean that the pipe dream of Jets fans might become a reality? What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Talking Jets with Tigo. My name is Tigo, and today we're going to be talking about Mike Evans. The situation in Tampa Bay used to seem and used to come off as if, you know what, everything was ultimately going to end up being fine, and I kind of believed it. And Mike Evans was one of my favorite wide receivers to talk about in the offseason as a possibility of a trade target for the New York Jets, just because of his we'll talk about it in a second, but just how long he's been an incredibly successful wide receiver in the NFL, just incredibly underrated. And it took Tom Brady getting to Tampa Bay to really put him on the map, which shouldn't have been like that. He has been an elite wide receiver, a premier wide receiver in the NFL for a long time. But as of today, as of this morning, Mike Evans, this is according to Adam Schefter, this is verbatim Adam Schefter's tweet, Mike Evans' agent has informed the Tampa Bay Buccaneers that he, of course it started loading, has informed the Tampa Bay Buccaneers organization that he will discontinue contract discussions as of September 9th, 2023. That is this Saturday. And then he's done. Continues on to say, we've been working on extending Mike's career with the Bucs for over a year, and we want the fans to know this is not a tactic and the ball is in the owner's court. That said, we are giving the Bucs until the start of the regular season to make him a Buck for life. And if that cannot happen, 100% of Mike's focus will be on football and his future and where he can continue to make an impact. That sounds like an ultimatum of, hey, extend me or trade me by the deadline because I will be walking away for free at the end of the season. You will not keep me. And that's big news for teams in the market for a number one wide receiver. And the Jets are in the market for a number one wide receiver, as they should be. We have a number one wide receiver in Garrett Wilson, who is young and explosive and exciting, but all of the responsibility of being able to be a wide receiver for the New York Jets should not fall on his shoulders alone. And something that we talked about all offseason was that NFL teams that are going out and winning Super Bowls on a relatively consistent basis, or competing for Super Bowls on a regular, consistent basis, all of them have one thing in common, and that's two premier pass catchers. And the New York Jets, as of right now, do not have two premier pass catchers. We have Garrett Wilson and then guys. Now, we have a premier running back room. I would like to consider a premier tight end room, but that could be wildly debated, and I totally understand why you would say that. But Mike Evans coming to the New York Jets would add a second premier pass catcher that you have to respect and pay attention to on the other side of the field. Game planning against the New York Jets with the addition of Mike Evans would be incredibly hard. Mike Evans has been in the league since 2014. Do you know how many sub 1,000 yard receiving seasons he has had in his in his 8-year career in the NFL? Zero. Since his rookie year all the way till today, he has never had a sub 1,000 yard receiving season. 1,050 in 2014, 1,200 in 2015, 1,300 in 2016, 1,000 in 2017, 1,500 in 2018. 1,150 in 2019, 1,000 in 2020, 1,000 in 2021, 1,100 in 2022. In 2020 and 2021, which were the height of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers' dominance in the NFC and their true Super Bowl window with Tom Brady, he came in 2021 second in total amount of touchdowns with 14. And then in 2020, if it wasn't for Davante Adams and Tyreek Hill being absolutely just insane, 13 is fourth, but would have been much higher, would have been also second. Davante Adams had 18 touchdowns in 2020. It's just absolutely insane. So adding another 1,000 perennial 1,000-yard receiving receiver to the New York Jets would be a massive, massive thing to do. And this is exactly a position that the New York Jets have put themselves in with all of this cap space that they've created. Trading for Mike Evans would come with a $13 million cap hit. It would be prorated and a little bit less of a number depending on when in the season you trade for a guy like Mike Evans, obviously, but we would carry a $13 million cap hit. And you have to take into consideration that it would be the final year of his deal. So you're looking at extending Mike Evans beyond this year. Now, if I'm the New York Jets, I have no problem trading for Mike Evans, giving up the compensation that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are likely going to want for a wide receiver, which I don't think is going to be as high as people expect. He's on the wrong side of 30, and he's going to want a contract extension. So a day 2 pick should be more than enough to get a guy like Mike Evans. With all of that being said, I have no problem giving Mike Evans a 3-year contract on top of the 1 year that he's going to have, keeping him here in New York for the next 4 years, because that lines up perfectly with the Garrett Wilson contract when we're going to have to pay him massive money to be a New York Jet long term. I've been talking about the New York Jets needing to address the wide receiver room for a while, and it seems like the perfect opportunity to do so has fallen out of the sky with everybody's favorite trade target, Mike Evans. The New York Jets should make a call. They practiced with the Bucs earlier. They've seen what he can do firsthand. Let's get Mike Evans a real quarterback again, and let's get Garrett Wilson some help in that wide receiver room. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button over here. Don't forget to keep watching Talking Jets with Tico content by watching this video right here. And last but not least, go Jets.